Hey everyone, welcome to part 2 of a 3-part video series focused on how to generate more business in real estate. I'm Kyle Rank with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, York Simpson Underwood Realty in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. In my first video, we talked about tips and tricks to help differentiate yourself to attract more clients. And right now we're in the last quarter of 2015, and it's the perfect time to start planning for 2016. So we're going to look at the overall picture of generating more business by eliminating what I call the peaks and valleys. Everybody has a comfort level, and this seems to be a common trend where you work hard until you get to that level, and that's the most amount of business that you can handle. It just happens naturally. It might be 4 deals, 5 listings, 10 listings, who knows. But when you get to this point, you start to become so busy with everything that's going on with those transactions or those listings that you can't handle anymore, and you forget to do some things. So you don't build your pipeline and you fall back down when it's done. And then you need to work hard to get back up to that point again, and it just continues to happen in a vicious cycle. That's what we call the peaks and valleys. So today we're going to look at 3 steps that can help you eliminate that and at least get to maintaining a constant level or actually breaking through that plateau. So step 1 is creating goals and a plan. You need to have a vision and a direction of what you want to obtain. If you're just clearly going through the cycle, you're not going to increase. What you need to do is clearly identify what you want to do, whether it's maintain or break through, and then set a plan of action. Step 2 to help you in that plan of action is NSP, never stop prospecting. So when you get to this point, if you're not prospecting, you're not going to continue to build your pipeline. And that's pretty self-explanatory, but you become overwhelmed right here. And you can't continue to prospect because all you're thinking about is your current business. Well, step 3, checklists and systems will help you to get through that plateau right there. Let me give you an example. So with everything that you do in real estate, you should have some type of checklist or a system. So an example, when you get a listing, do you have a checklist that you actually go through and check off everything that you do for that client? Enter it into MLS, create a video, do a neighborhood announcement, send an agent email blast, or schedule an open house. Whatever it is, you should have 20, 25 things. It'll help you be consistent, and it'll also make sure that you give every client the same service. You'll become much more efficient with checklists. The other thing that we do is created a workflow system here, and it keeps track of all our current deals and what we need to follow up on. And some of you may have software that does this already, but we created an Excel sheet, and you can either print it or enter it on the computer. And it has our process. This is abbreviated, but we go from contract to inspection to appraisal. Every state, every area is going to be a little bit different. But we put all of our names in and where we are and what we need to follow up on. So with the Smiths here, I know they've completed everything. They just need a closing date. So we need to follow up with the attorney and find out, is the closing scheduled? With the Jones, they've done their inspection, but we're missing the appraisal. That's the next step. So within 30 seconds in my morning, I can clearly identify that I need to call the lender and check on the Jones's appraisal. With John Doe, he just signed his contract, so we know we need an inspection date. We need to follow up with him to see if he chose his inspector and if he scheduled a date. So within a few minutes of my morning, I already know what I need to follow up on. I can make all my phone calls, and then I can go back to that step 2 of NSP, never stop prospecting. And I can do my call 5 clients every day or past clients every day, or my sphere of influence, or my mailings, whatever I'm doing to generate more business. So I hope you implement some of these things if you're not already. I appreciate you watching again, and look forward to number 3 coming out soon. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.